Hey, it says we're live. This is Jeff here with eBay Addicts, and today my guest is Bob Buys. You want to introduce yourself a little bit, Bob?
Hi, I'm Heroin Bob. You can call me Bob. I go by Bob Buys for reselling. I've been reselling on and off since actually eBay started, but I didn't really start doing it consistently until like a year and a half ago. Um, I've been on eBay for forever. And, I also have a Twitch channel, which is a partner Twitch channel. And that's where I do gaming and creative and cooking content. And I mostly do reselling for fun and for extra money to fix my dilapidated home. So
Oh, okay, awesome. So yeah, guys. So today with our guests, we're going to be talking all things YouTube, all things reselling. We're going to talk to Bob Buys a little bit about her backstory, about her life before she became a reseller and a YouTuber. We're going to talk about her Twitch channel. So if you have any questions to ask our guests, drop it in the chat. We're live. I'm actually, and in case you guys are wondering, I'm in a Walmart parking lot. I just went to the clearance section, and they got like 30 video games in the clearance section. So I'm getting ready to go in there and clean out after we get off the live stream to resell on eBay. So anyways, so Bob, how has your week been going? Tell me a little bit about your how your weekend was. Tell me a little bit about how things are going on your YouTube channel, because I saw you've been growing. I saw your live stream with Harry Tornado a while back. I'm actually a
yeah,
subscriber of your channel. Go ahead.
I know you always leave really lovely comments on my videos, which is why I agreed to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, as far as Josh, I've reached out to him a while ago and I had asked him to like look at my channel because I was thinking about doing a YouTube reselling channel. And that was when I just started. And I reached out to him because he started doing lives on his channel. And I was like, you're doing a really amazing job. I know a lot of YouTubers, when they go from VOD content to live content, that's a really hard transition for a lot of them to do, and they end up giving it up and not liking it, whereas Josh really excelled, and I was like, you did a great job. And so we just started talking back and forth, and then I let him know that, I do a lot of back-end stuff, and I know a lot of marketing things from being a Twitch streamer and, dealing
Right.
with developers and game studios and gaming producers and sponsorships for that I'd be more than happy to offer him assistance if he wanted to. Also, like my 9 to 5, I deal with a lot of legal contracts. So I was like, hey, if you ever need, me to review a contract for you, just to double check to see, if they're not taking advantage of you, because that's something that happens a lot for influencers, whether it's in the gaming space or here on YouTube. Sometimes there's some sneaky things in those contracts and that you need to definitely double check before you sign anything. So
Yeah.
he gave me a bunch of shout outs, which were they're always unexpected. He always does it when I'm not paying attention or like when I'm doing something else or I'm live streaming on my Twitch channel. And so
Yeah.
then my subscribers just go up, and that's always just super nice of him. And it's never expected, but I do appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, he seems like a nice guy. I haven't had him on the channel yet, but he seems like a nice guy. I've watched his channel a lot. So how long have you been on YouTube now? Can you tell the people a little bit about your YouTube channel and what you do on your channel and how long you've been on?
Well, I started this reselling, the Bob Buys channel, probably in the middle of 2019. I think in the very beginning of 2019, like February-ish. I've
Yeah,
been
it was
on,
right around January, February, right? Go ahead.
yeah. No, it's okay. But I have a gaming channel that I almost never upload anymore because I don't have time to edit my live content because I'm live on Twitch anywhere from like 1 to 4 hours a day during the week. And I just don't have time to go through 4 hours of footage to upload highlights from that. So it's kind of dead right now. Maybe if I ever, leave my 9 to 5 and pursue
Yeah.
content creation full time, then it'll probably do something again. But I had vlogs on that channel and I started that one in probably 2015.
Yeah, that's funny. I didn't even know you had a video game YouTube channel. I was thinking we think alike. I was going to say like you should have a second YouTube channel, put video game content on there. But you're already ahead of the game, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like we think the same, and I feel like whenever I see your channel and talk to you or send you an email, I always see like you're a really nice person, but I always feel like you have like a hustler spirit. Like you're always hustling. You're always out here at thrift stores and garage sales looking for stuff to resell. You have an eBay store. So what kind of items have you been reselling lately on your eBay store? When you're out there, like what are you looking for specifically?
For me, I made a video about it. So in my area, there's actually a lot of resellers, the Hampton Roads areas. So there are a lot of what I call business bros and pile high ladies. So the business bros normally come in and grab all of the hard goods that are like electronics and video games, you know, car accessories. They grab all that stuff. They're like in and out, and they're always on their phone talking the entire time, which is cool. I respect the hustle. And then you got the pile high ladies, which have a cart. They come in there like on half off day or 25% off day, and they literally pile their cart high of clothes because they're doing reselling clothes. So for me, you know, I still check those sections because sometimes they leave behind good stuff. And but mostly I get a lot of vintage and antique glassware, ceramics, and books, because you can't do the business bros also do the Amazon scan thing. Like I've seen several, at least at first thing in the morning, as soon as the store opens, they have that little finger scanner thing and they go through all of the barcodes. So for me, the only ones I can grab are the antique books that don't have barcodes on them.
Yeah,
So.
well, I'm happy for your YouTube channel and your reselling. I actually do support you. I drop you a like. I comment on your videos because I always see, like, I see myself in you a little bit because I'm like, this girl, you're constantly pushing. I saw your calendar you had on the wall, and it's like your accountability calendar, and I'm like, I'm stealing that. I don't have like an actual calendar, but I'm gonna start putting like on my calendar on my phone every day. I'm gonna start tracking how many items that I get listed every day, so that way I can look at it and say, okay, because my goal right now is to list 100 items a day. So like I'm sitting here and I'm like,
do that? Oh my goodness.
Well, it's because a lot of the items that I list are like media items. So I list like, yeah, they're like video games, DVDs, CDs, audiobooks. So all you got to do is you scan the barcode, right? And then you just click sell similar and the item's already there. And usually 9 times out of 10, the box art is already there. You see what I'm saying? So the box
you're a
art,
business bro.
Yeah. So yeah, well, but I have two eBay stores. So my main eBay store, I mainly have DVDs, video games, CDs, audiobooks, things like that, because I wanted to be kind of like a video game, almost like a GameStop or a book and music exchange. And my second eBay store, I just throw in miscellaneous stuff that I come across that I can flip and make money on. So I have 2 eBay stores right now. One of them is you'll see it. There's links in the description. But yeah, that's what I try to do is I try to target those because it's a fast turnaround. I can list it like pretty crazy. You just scan the barcode, you know, flip it over, and then like I said, the box art is usually there. And most of the merchandise I sell is already brand new in the shrink wrap. Like I said, I'm actually here at Walmart right now. They have they have a bunch of video games here in the clearance section for $5 a piece. And I could turn around and sell them. I was scanning the barcode before we went live, and I'm like, this one's going to go for 25. This one's going to go for 30. This one's going to go for $20. And so what I try to do is, so I can get an item. Let's say I can get a DVD at the pawn shop for 50 cents and sell it for $10. Then I can get a 20x on my money. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, absolutely.
So that's what So that's what I try to do. I try to go shopping locally when I can, and then sometimes I'll try to get stuff in bulk. Right now, my main store, my goal is to get to 10,000 items listed by the end of the year. So if I can hustle and do that, right? Yeah, and then I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. We just hit 950 today, so I'm pumped. I'm excited about it.
You should be.
Yeah, you're gonna get there too. I can see. Right. So hey, small town pickers. Hey guys, I'm not ignoring you in the chat. We're live, so if you have questions, ask me or ask our guests. Go ahead and drop it in the chat. So yeah, so how many items do you currently have listed in your main eBay store? And tell people how has your sales been in the past month or so? Because I watched your video today about your reviews that you had, because you sell on eBay, Etsy, and Mercari as well, right? How many platforms are you on right now?
I'm on Amazon, eBay, Etsy. I'm going to probably leave Mercari. I'm on Poshmark, and I'm actually making a video about selling on the RealReal, which is the luxury app where you basically just bundle all the luxury items up and send them off, and then you don't have to do anything. You just give them to them, and they do all the pictures, the listing.
They take a higher cut. Do they take? I'm sorry, I didn't. Do they take a higher cut of a percentage of that? Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's okay. That's a perfect question that I'm going to answer. If it's under $100, if the item's under $100, they take 60%. But again, it's product I don't need anymore. It's a $100 item, and the items that I'm sending in, I basically the amount that the percentage that they would get me, because they can ask a higher dollar amount than I can on eBay or Poshmark or any of those platforms. I'm making the same amount of money when they sell. So, and then if it's over $150, it's a tiered thing to where if you make, they have commission cycles. It's very complicated, but the lowest percentage you can get is 40%. I think the highest percentage you can get is 70%. It just depends on how much you sell during that 30-day commission period. But
awesome. Yeah. So tell me, how has your sales been? Because I have 2 eBay stores, and low key, I just started an Etsy store. I've been looking into this print on demand model where you basically come up with a design for a shirt or a hat or a coffee mug or something, and then you can sell print on demand, and then Printify will put the logo on the design on your hat or shirt or coffee mug and then ship it out for you. And so I noticed today you said you had some sales on Etsy. Can you talk a little bit about that? Because I'm just like getting started. I'm not like an Etsy expert. So can you tell us a little bit about how that's going for you?
Yeah, no, Etsy is one of my set and forget it places. That's where I put all of my vintage and antique items, because Etsy has a tendency to have a higher sale value than you can get on eBay, but it has a smaller, like more niche. So I can probably get about 50 to 20% more on Etsy, but it's going to take longer to sell. So I just put so the stuff that I don't want to take a lowball offer on, I just put it on Etsy. Things that I have multiple variations or quantities of, I put on Etsy because, again, I just make one listing and I'm done with it. Etsy, probably out of all the selling platforms I'm on, especially now that Mercari has made changes, has the lowest fees out of all of them as well. The only thing is that you have to figure out how to do all the global shipping yourself versus eBay's global shipping program. So I kind of just stick everything to the US. Because I did one international sale on Etsy, and I will never do that again because that was a lot.
Right. But, so tell me, what kind of sales have you been making? I heard you sold some mugs on Etsy. Like, where do you make the most of your sales? Is it on eBay? Is it on Etsy? Like, what platform do you think you have the most sales on?
Well, eBay is going to be the one that I have the highest dollar amount of sales and the most number of sales. Because that's the one that I do the most listings on. That's when I have the most listings on. I have like over 200 listings, but again, I do this at a very part-time basis. Wendy, yes, it has to be either made by you, or on Etsy, it has to be vintage. So it has to be 20 years old or older. So if it is a brand new item that you have made, then yes, you can put it on Etsy. But it has to be handcrafted, or you can do what eBay Addicts said, and to do a printful or print on demand. There's a lot of like print on demand t-shirt on Etsy as well, because that's a design that they have and it's going to be designed specifically for you. So that also follows in Etsy's guidelines as well.
Hey, Bob, I can tell you went to college. Do you have college degree, or did you go to college when you got out of school?
I'm curious as to why you asked that. Yes, I have a degree in history with emphasis in American archaeology, which is why I like doing reselling, is because it's pretty much the only way I use my degree at all.
No, because I could just tell, like, the way that, like, you're really articulate, and I could just tell the way you know, when you talk to someone you meet off the street, you can tell if they went to college versus not, just by the way they talk and the way they react a little bit, you know? So, how has your sales been going on eBay? I saw your reseller report for August, and I'm actually look like you've been making a little bit of steady progress every month. Like, you've been, like, having a little bit of progress here and there. How's it been going for you?
It's been going better. And a lot of the steady progress you're seeing and the dip that I had is because I had a bout of depression in, late March, April, and early May. So I wasn't listing a lot, but I was still making really good sales. But for me, because I sell a lot of pre-owned and vintage items, the 2-month mark is about how long it takes for most of those items to sell. So if I'm not listing in April and in May, then that means that my July and August aren't going to be that great. So now that I'm listing, you know, in the 50 items a month or more, again, part-time, I'm having much better. I'm trying to gear up more for quarter 4 because that's when all of us make the most money.
Right. So I got a question. Have you had any issues with shipping out breakable items like ceramics or glass items? Have you had problems with stuff getting lost in the mail or broken in the mail? And also, what is your plans for ramping up for Q4? Like, are you going to be listing more items? Do you have a certain niche of items that you're looking to target? Can you go ahead and elaborate a little bit on that?
Sure. I have only ever had one mug broken in the year and a half I've been consistently reselling. And
yeah,
I don't ship that way anymore for that particular style of mug, and I haven't had a problem since. I have, because of what's going on with the USPS, had to file 4 claims this year because I send pretty much most of my mugs get shipped priority. So if they do get broken or lost, I can file a claim. But again, I've only had one broken, but I have had 4 packages just disappear. Like they've never been found. So
yeah.
But no, I don't. I have a process that I go through. I have a ton of boxes, you know, that those free shipping supplies you get with your eBay store are very helpful.
Yeah.
And I get a lot of my like bubble wrap and paper for free from my work because of the fact that we get a lot of Amazon packages for office supplies and stuff, and that has bubble wrap and that has paper. So I really don't have to spend money on that. It's pretty great.
That's awesome. So, and your plans for ramping up for Q4? Do you have? Are you going to be listing more items, or what is your goal? Let me try to rephrase that. What is your goal between now and Christmas? Like your goal for your YouTube channel and for your eBay store?
Well, I'd like to also have 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. But as
that would be awesome.
But as far as Q4 goes, again, I'm sorry I didn't answer that part of your question when you initially asked it. I'm picking up more new tag items when I find them at the thrift as far as clothing goes. Normally I like to pick up more vintage stuff, but right now I'm picking more new tag items when I find it. And I'm also trying to get to that 100 listings or more in a month. I think that I'm going to be able to do that. I have better processes in place. I still think it's amazing that you can do 100 in a day. That is so unbelievably impressive.
Well, I do mine at like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning when there's nothing going on. No one's calling me. No one's texting me. No one's knocking on the door, say they need anything. Everybody's cool. And I just shut the door, turn music on, or I'll listen to a podcast or something in the background, and I'll just get into my groove. Just like how you're in the video game and you're trying to level up your character in a video game or complete a mission. Like I'm just getting my groove. And then what I'll do is I'll put all my items in stacks of 10. So let's say my goal is to do 100. So I'll have 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. I'll have 5 stacks of 10. And then once I get my 50 listings completed, I'll put that off to the side. And then I'll take a break, maybe go for a walk, go do laundry, go do dishes, grab a bite to eat, then come back and list another 50 items. I don't know if that makes sense to you or not, but that's how I do it. I'll put mine in stacks. So I put mine in stacks of 10. So I got 10, 10, 10, 10. And then, like I said, all mine have a barcode. So all I do is here, for example, right? I picked this up at the Dollar Tree the other day, okay? This video game, it's brand new in the shrink wrap. I paid $1 for it, right? So as you see here, here's a barcode. All you do is you scan the barcode, and as soon as it pulls up on eBay, I just pull it up, and a lot of times the box art is already listed on eBay. So all I do is click sell similar. I'll kind of like go through it and edit the title. Make sure I put new in the title, right? I'll put new in the shrink wrap. Then all you got to do is you put the price tag of what you want to list it for. So let's say, for example, if I want to list this for $10, I'll put $9.99 or best offer, right? And then I'll put it in there, and then I'll make the customer pay shipping, and then that's it. You know, for example, here's some other items I picked up at the Dollar Tree yesterday, right? So this is a DVD here, right? All you do is you go to the barcode, scan the barcode, right? And then once you scan the barcode, you just hit sell similar. And like I said, the stuff's new in the shrink wrap. So you get very low returns because the customer gets the item, it's to their door, and like I ship in 1 day and there's nothing damaged. No one's complaining because it's new in the shrink wrap. You see what I mean?
Right.
And I don't have to worry so much. I just drop it and I just go ahead and drop it. It says you don't use your own pictures even if it's new. Well, a lot of the times I have a higher click-through rate. When I go ahead and put the box art on there, it's brand new in the shrink wrap, right? So customer orders the item. Let's say the item's already new in the shrink wrap, right? I just use the box art because it looks better. Also, I have a white background that I use, but I go ahead and use the box art on there. You're going to get a higher click-through rate, and then it's like it doesn't have to be perfect. I would rather get volume done because look, let me explain something. If you list 100 items a day, okay, at the end of the 30 days, you have 3,000 items listed in your store at the end of the 30 days. Now, if each item hypothetically is $10 or more, right? $10 or more, right? So $10 times 3,000, that's $30,000 worth of merchandise that you listed at the end of the month. You see what I mean? I'm a volume seller. I would rather list 3,000 items for $10 a piece and have $30,000 worth of merchandise listed as opposed to listing an item that's a $30, $40, $50 item. I'm not trying to be rude. I hope that makes sense, guys, in the chat. That's just how I do it. I've been reselling for a while. I haven't always documented it on YouTube, but it's like I've been doing this for a while. You can tell because it's like I go do. I knock it out, you know. So, anyways, I don't mean to be rude. We have our guest here. So tell me a little bit about your life before you became a YouTuber and before you became a reseller, because we delved into it a little bit. You said that you went to college and you have a college degree. Can you tell us a little bit about what happened when you graduated high school to now? Did you think like, man, I'm going to be a YouTuber, I'm going to be a reseller, I'm going to be out here killing it? Like, what was your thoughts when you graduated high school up until now? Like, how did that go for you?
It didn't go great. So I graduated college in 3 years. So I got my 4 degree in 3 years. I did that so that way my brother could go to Virginia Tech. My parents, we are very blessed. My parents stated that if Andrew and I got, my brother is named as Andrew, if we got the grades in order to go to college, that they would pay for us to go to school. I have never really cared what I did for a living, but my brother always wanted to be a chemical engineer. So he wanted to go to Virginia Tech, and that's expensive. So I made sure to finish my degree in enough time for him to go and finish his degree. There were some unfortunate events at my university when I went, so I didn't get to graduate with the number of degrees that I wanted to go to because they got rid of a lot of programs while I was there.
Right.
So I graduated. There was also at that time a recession. And so the offer to contract to be an archaeologist fell through. I was going to be an archaeologist that specialized in American archaeology, and that fell through. So then I kind of just floated around. I got married, got divorced. I don't have kids. I worked for Adidas for 4 years. I worked for Nike. I worked for CVS. The job that I have now, I work full time. I am the office controller, the chief financial officer for a multi-million-dollar landscaping company, which is why I say I deal with a lot of contracts and a lot of lawyer stuff and a lot of money. So I do that for my 9 to 5 because that's where I get my health care from. I have a rare neurological disorder that makes it so I kind of have to have health care, especially in America. And because I had this undiagnosed for so long, that's kind of why I've turned all of my hobbies into side hustles, like gaming. I get paid playing video games, and then also reselling. I love thrift shopping. I've always loved thrift shopping. So I've just turned everything I like doing into ways to make me money.
Right. So I can tell, like I said, you're like a little hustler. Like you keep pushing forward. That's why I like you, Bob, because not only are you smart, because a lot of people are book smart, but they don't apply their knowledge into the real world. You know what I mean? It's like they can read a book and it might be like a super high IQ, but then as far as in the real they just stop. They just like freeze. And I feel like in spite of everything, even if you're like have down days or you feel sick or you have health problems or whatever it is, you keep pushing forward and keep making progress. So I commend you for that. So can I ask you a question, if you don't mind me asking? What year did you graduate high school? Because I feel like we're almost the same age.
You can ask me that off stream, and I'd be happy to answer that for you. But I'm not going to answer it on stream.
Okay, that's cool. Because I was just thinking, like, what year did she graduate high school? She didn't tell me, so I was like trying to do the math in my head. Okay, cool. Hey Jennifer, how you doing? Hey, yeah, small town. Yeah, congratulations on 1,000 subscribers. I actually subscribed to your channel yesterday on the live stream. Thanks for coming by and hanging out. So Bob, tell me a little bit more about so you basically you went to college, you got your degree, you got out, and you said you work for different companies, you work for Nike, and you work for these different companies. Now, what got you started on your Twitch channel? So as you said, you actually get paid, and because I've never been on the platform, so you got to explain to a rookie like.
Okay.
Don't know, like I know about YouTube, right? I know about eBay, but when you start talking about Twitch, like you don't just get monetized right away. You have to reach a certain subscriber count. Is that correct?
I'm going to answer American Game's question they asked a little while ago. This is a $300 gaming chair. That's how much it costs new. So he asked that, or they asked that. I'm sorry, I shouldn't assume your gender. Way earlier on. That's how much it costs. So for Twitch was a happy accident. So for Christmas, the person I was seeing at the time bought me a PlayStation 4, and I was playing Dragon Age, and I pressed a button. I was playing Dragon Age. I have it down here. I was playing Dragon Age, and it has this button called Share Button, and I hadn't pressed that button yet, and I didn't know what it did. So I pressed the button, and then it asked me to sign up for either Hitbox, Uplay, or Twitch, and Twitch was the first one. So I was like, all right, I don't know what's happening. So I signed up for Twitch, and then it automatically goes live. So I just pressed a button to figure out what it did, and then I started streaming on Twitch, and then the first couple of streams were horrible. And by horrible, it wasn't that there was nobody there. It was that there were only trolls there. And you've been on the internet, you understand how nasty trolls can get sometimes. But after a while, I built a community. And then Twitch came out with the affiliate program in 2017, which is you get 50 followers on Twitch, and then you can start monetizing your platform. It's probably one of the easiest ways to get monetized as far as live streaming goes. And I got to be I got to be on their front page to celebrate their affiliate program, or a year of the affiliate program. And then it just kept snowballing from there. And I became a partner on Twitch March 2019. So it's been a year and a half.
So how long have you been on the platform? How many subscribers do you have? And how often do you stream on the channel?
Yeah, so I stream. I used to have a more prolific streaming schedule, but I've been trying to enjoy real life a little bit more. But I've been on the platform since 2015. I've been making money on the platform since 2017 when they launched the affiliate program. And there's some other side stuff that I can't really go into because of NDAs, but I have like 3,000 followers on Twitch. Subscribers are different on Twitch than they are here on YouTube. So the equivalent for Twitch is, you have, 950 subscribers here on YouTube. That would equate to 950 followers on Twitch. So a subscriber on Twitch is someone who pays to support your content. So that would be like if you had a join button here on YouTube, it's like $4.99 up to $24.99, and it's that kind of tiered support there. So I have done like 50 to 100 subscribers on Twitch. It just depends.
That's awesome. Right, but it didn't happen overnight. You've been working on it, you said, for 5 years. But how often do you have to stream on the channel? It's like scheduled in advance, right?
Well, no. So again, I have been very blessed and very successful despite some things. So a lot of people have set schedules. I had a set schedule for a very long time. I kind of stream what I want and when I want. I do normally, stream at 7 o'clock in the morning and 7 o'clock at night, but I don't have a set schedule as far as I'm always on this time because of my health and because, you know, I'm trying to enjoy more regular life.
Right. I just didn't know if it had to be like for like 5 days a week for 4 hours a day, because I don't know. I'm not on the platform. That's why I'm asking.
No.
I'm just trying to pick your brain.
Yeah, no. So as far as Twitch goes, being regular and having a set schedule is definitely a way to have success. But I have found success on the platform not having to play a specific game. I am a variety streamer. I don't have to have a set schedule, and it's been really just more about me being authentically myself, enjoying nerding out to playing video games and just building a community. Like I have a very, very tight community where they, like, if I'm not on, they're sending me cat pictures on Twitter or on Discord. They're like checking in on me. They're making sure I'm okay. So it's been really great. And like, if I'm not on for a while, they're like, hey, are you healthy? Are you doing okay? And it's that kind of a community.
Awesome. So can you give somebody, if someone was interested in getting started on Twitch, right, and they have no experience, can you give someone like 2 or 3 tips on growing their channel? Like, I mean, when trying to get followers and subscribers, because I heard it was difficult to get to the, in order to get to the thing. And I feel like I haven't been on the platform, but I feel like the hardest part is trying to like market and get people to come to your channel. So can you give some people, if someone's starting from scratch today, they've never been on the platform, how can they give us 2 or 3 tips off the top of your head that would help someone go from 0 followers, 0 subscribers to being an affiliate? How could they do that?
Don't stop talking. Literally don't stop talking the entire time. So that's something that a lot of people have difficulty with. And that's, again, when we talked at the very beginning of the stream, which I was very impressed with Josh, when Harry Tornado, when he started doing lives. When you are live, if someone pops into your channel, they are going to, within 10 seconds, decide whether or not to stay. So if all they see is you playing a video game, or sometimes people don't feel comfortable having their face on camera. So if they come in to your stream and they're just seeing gameplay and they're not hearing you talk about what you're doing or why you're doing it or what's happening, they're just seeing the little character move on the screen. Unless you are a like actual god at the video game, for example, if you were Shroud or, you know, Dr. Disrespectful, and you are top tiered competitive gamer in that category, like you can compete at a world-class level and make money that way, they're not going to stay and watch you. So just do not stop talking. Even if you are like playing something like Stardew Valley, which is a very casual, chilled game, you can say, hey, I'm going to go to Pierre's and buy some potato seeds, and then I'm going to come back and plant them, and then I'm going to go, like, you can literally just narrate what you're doing if there's no chat.
So when you're live, you want to kind of engage with your audience. That's why you want to keep talking, right?
Well, yes, engaging when there's chat, but a lot of times when people are just starting out, they get very discouraged, and because there's no one in your chat. Like, if you don't have anybody talking to you, it does make live streaming a lot more difficult because you have no one else to interact with. You are literally just interacting with the game. And, you know, sometimes when you're playing a video game, you get in the zone and you kind of forget that there's other people that are supposed to be there watching you. So just constantly narrating what you're doing is very helpful because it gets you in the habit of always be talking, even if there is no one interacting with you but the game.
Okay, cool. And how would you go about marketing yourself? Would you maybe have like an Instagram or a Twitter page and say, hey guys, I'm going live tonight at 7 o'clock, or how does that work?
I don't
know. No, it doesn't work like that. I don't know. I'm just asking. I don't know.
No, it's okay. There are a lot of people that do that. There are a lot of people that put, like, the only time you see them on Twitter is to say, I go live. I've never done that. Like, I tried to, like, I can't say I've never done that. I did that at the beginning because I thought that's what you were supposed to do. And then I realized that I had no interaction and no one seeing me from Twitter. So I just deleted all those and never did it again. And to me, I have found success playing a lot of indie games that there's nobody in the directory for at all. So I play a lot of indie games and building those relationships with developers and those studios and playing those video games or playing older games, not something that is the brand new hype game, because there are going to be so many people in your directory for that game. So if you go live on Twitch right now, there's probably over 100 channels streaming Fall Guys, which is the new fun multiplayer game to play that has a very low tier of access. So you don't have to be good at the game. For example, like if you're playing COD or Call of Duty, you have to be good at the game for people to really want to watch you. Versus Fall Guys, it's just derpy and fun and wonderful. But there's going to be over 100 people. So if you're just starting out, you're going to be at the bottom of that directory. The chances of someone discovering you, unless they're like, I want to discover a new small streamer, they're not going to find you. Versus if someone like super loves Dragon Age Origins, right? That game came out in, I think, 2009 or something like that. Like, that's one of their favorite games. Chances are they follow that game. So whenever anybody goes live playing that game, they just want to watch someone play their favorite game.
Awesome.
And
so
you and probably 5 other people are the only one playing it.
Yeah. So that's good. So you try to find games where you don't have a lot of competition. So would you say consistency is key, and you just try to be yourself when you're on the stream, or could you give us 1 or 2 more tips for Twitch?
I would just say be authentically yourself. Don't be a hype man unless that is your authentic personality, because otherwise you're going to burn yourself out. Like, your audience can tell when you're enjoying yourself and can tell when you're being genuine or not. So don't try to be the hype man because somebody else is doing it. Just be you. Really just
Okay,
be
cool.
yourself.
Right, that's awesome. So do you play a lot of RPG games? You said you play a lot of indie games.
Yeah, I play a lot of indie games, RPG games. I'm currently playing Graveyard Keeper, which is from Lazy Bear Games. It is, you're playing a graveyard keeper, you get sucked back into, it's like a $20 game. They had a bunch of DLC out for that, which is like $10. And I'm also playing Monteberto Games, which is an early access roguelike card game. If you're not really into games, you might not know what that means. It just means that when you die, you have to start over again. You can't keep going. It's a deck builder, so you build your deck as you play. Like, you get new cards as you play, and that's supposed to help you get to the end of the game. And it's an early access, which means it's not in its final form yet. So it hasn't been fully released. You're playing it as it develops. Okay,
cool. So that's nice. So it seems like you just need to be your authentic self, and you need to be streaming regularly, right? You don't want to just do like once a month. So do you recommend someone stream like 3 days a week?
I would stream what you can actually do. There are a lot of people, there's a lot of stream coaches out there that say, or a lot of YouTube videos that you can find on YouTube saying that if you want to be successful on Twitch, you have to stream like 6 to 12 hours a day, like 5 to 7 days a week, and you have to like do it at the same time every day. Will you get viewers that way? Yes. Will you burn yourself out very quickly doing that and like end up hating the platform or the game you're playing? Also, yes. So I would just pick what you can do realistically where you won't hate doing it anymore.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. So I don't mean to keep asking you questions about Twitch. Can you give us some pointers? If someone else is new, and let's say they want to be like us, and they want to start a YouTube channel, or they want to start selling on eBay, can you give us, because I'm trying to get you out of here at 45 minutes. So could you give us some tips or advice if someone wants to start a YouTube channel, and because you're going to be at 1,000 subscribers for the end of the year. That's my prediction. I'm going to wave my magic wand and make it happen. All right. So give somebody some advice if they want to start their YouTube channel, and they're at 0 subscribers right now, and they're like, man, I want to go from 0 to 1,000. Could you give somebody 2 or 3 tips on how to do that?
For me, I think the initial amount of people I got because I was making videos 5 minutes or less. So they were short videos, and I was making them every day, almost every day. So for, November, December, January, and February, I was uploading a video about reselling almost every day that was under 5 minutes. It was just like, hey, I went to the store. This is what I found. This is a little bit about it. this is what I think I'm going to make for it, and then went on with my life. And like, I just did that for a while because people are more likely to want to sit there and watch a short video and will watch the whole thing and then just keep coming back. And they're like, oh, well, she uploaded yesterday, she's going to upload it again. So that's where I started.
Yeah.
And then that's, I guess, why Harry Tornado shouted me out. And I also so for reselling, there are a lot of reselling groups on Facebook, on Reddit, that you can join that have a specific niche, like Pyrex or glass bake, or, you know, people that like vintage linens and stuff. So sometimes you can sneakily put your channel or a video in there that has some relation to that, as long as you're not violating those rules. Because they're like, hey, I have questions about this. And I'm like, oh, well, I made a video about it. Here, you should watch it. So I did that as well. So, but you have to make sure it's relevant and you're not just like, hey, this is my video. You should probably try to make it relevant to whatever they're posting about, and then people would be more inclined to click it and check you out, and then that gives you more watch time and more traffic as well.
Okay, cool. And so I feel like you do like some search engine optimization. You like throw keywords in there under the hashtags and stuff. Have you tried that?
Oh yeah. So on the tags, I always put what is relevant to the video in there. So for me, I found that the videos for me that get the most views or click-throughs have been anything about Corningware. I don't know. I do know why. I do know why that is. It's because once a year, normally around January, February, some news media outlet is like, Corningware is super valuable. It's sold for like $10,000 on eBay, when it's actually, you know, the money laundering thing. So people see this on the news and then they look it up to see if their grandmother's cornflour blue dish is going to make them like retire, and that's why they keep doing that. So that's why I know I'm getting a lot of traffic on his videos, is for that reason. But yeah, I do tag every single brand that's in my videos most of the time, all the reselling platforms I talk about, but I do try to make sure that the tags are relevant to what I'm doing, and not just like, you know, I'm not putting a tag about some kind of challenge in there that's popular right now when the video isn't about that, if that makes sense.
Right. So it seems like being consistent, right? Doing collaborations. You were doing a collaboration with Harry Tornado and trying to put out relevant content, right? Oh, that sounds to be good, because it takes time. You don't just go from 0 to 100 miles an hour overnight. It takes time to build it up, you know, right? Build an audience, build a following, right?
Right. Be patient.
So, yeah. So, West Coast Auditor. Hey, I just made a YouTube video yesterday about starting with the courier business. And if you need help, you can send me an email. My email is linked in the About Me section. Today, we have our special guest, Bob Buys. We're talking everything reselling, everything YouTube, learning about how to start a Twitch channel. We're just hanging out with my guest. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're up to today. So now, if somebody is starting an eBay store and they want to start making some money on the side, maybe they have a full-time job and they want to get started reselling on eBay, can you give them advice, like what type of items they should look for, how often they should be listing items, what kind of profit margins they should look for? Give us a little bit of advice on that.
I mean, to me, I would just give the same advice that you hear rally roots give. Start with your closet. Start with stuff that go through your closet, clean out your closet, things that you don't want anymore. Definitely learn how to check comps. Like, that is probably one of the most valuable things you could do on any reselling platform, is figure out how to check how much things sell for on that channel. So I would definitely do YouTube for that. Like, try to figure out how to check comps, but start in your closet so you don't have to do anything initial investment. The money you make from selling the stuff, you know, from around your house and in your closet, use that money to reinvest, to buy things that you like and would be interested in listing, because people will be like, oh, well, I got to find this one thing to make this much money. Just try to make things that consistently sell quickly and that you enjoy listing.
Awesome.
And then definitely like try to list at least one thing a day, because especially if you're selling on eBay, eBay likes you to be consistently active on their platform.
Yeah, I've noticed a computer algorithm. If you're consistently listing items, it'll start ping, 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 ping. You'll get more hits. But if you're just doing it once a week or once a month, your sales start to drop off. So yeah, hey guys, I have videos on my channel if you guys want to see my eBay office. I have a big shed in the backyard and a 5-car garage. So I have videos on that. If you guys want, I'll make another video next week about it. If you guys want to see, because it takes up a lot of space when you have 10,000 plus items in a unit. So I would definitely make a video for you guys. So, hey, Bob Buys, if anybody wants to find out more about you or about your YouTube channel, I'm going to link it down below. Where can they find you if they want to come hang out with you and want to come chat with you?
I mean, if you're wanting to do resale, Bob Buys, and that's B0B Buys, you can check out my website, Heroine, so HEROINE, the female hero, not the drug, and b0beer.com. That has links to all of my YouTube channels, my Twitch, and also all of my socials as well. So that would probably be the easiest way to find me everywhere.
Awesome. I'm going to link your YouTube channel down below. You have any final thoughts before we let you go? I want to appreciate my guest, Bob Buys, for hanging out with me, and you guys in the chat. I really do appreciate you guys. So give us any of your final thoughts. If someone is like, man, I'm maxed out. I'm already doing my 40 hours a week, but I'm interested in Twitch. I'm interested in a YouTube channel. I'm interested in reselling. Like, give us your final thoughts.
Well, if as far as Twitch goes, if you're playing a video game, just live stream while you're playing. Like if you're already going to be playing like Animal Crossing, you have the ability to stream it and you have a capture card. They're pretty much most this gen consoles has a share feature. As far as reselling, there's always extra time where you're not utilizing something. So like if you're sitting on the toilet, I can be listing stuff while I'm going to the bathroom.
I've actually done that before.
I know, like most of us have. Like that's how you maximize your time. So like you can be like, I don't have time for this, but there are really like little micro moments in your day where you can instead be doing something to hustle, instead be doing something productive versus like, I'm going to scroll through Instagram for the 50th time today. Like, you just got to be mentally aware, oh, I'm scrolling on Instagram. Maybe I should list this item instead of doing that. That would be better use of my time.
Yeah.
So I guess it'd be like, where are you losing time in your day that you could maybe be doing something more productive and like try to change those habits? But thank you for having me on here. It was super nice to talk to you and actually see a face now to go with.
Because I'm in Tampa and you're in Virginia, so we don't ever get to cross paths. But I definitely appreciate you taking time out of your day to hang out with me today. And I'm going to have you on again sometime if that's cool with you, okay?
I would love that. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah, all right, cool. Thanks, guys, for hanging out. Thanks, my guests, for hanging out with me today. Bye, guys. We appreciate you. Bye.